It means a lot to be ACC champs. To win it outright was really important for our group. You think about now, the landscape of the league. You have 18 teams. It's not always a balanced schedule, just in the nature of the fact you don't play everybody. And, we felt we played a difficult schedule, and to have the record that we do and to win it outright, I think it says a lot about this group and their consistency and the fact that they've shown up to compete every game.
And hello again from Raleigh, where the Blue Devils hit the final week of the regular season, looking to close out a dominant year in ACC play. Duke is alone atop the standings at 15-1, having already clinched a share of their 22nd regular season crown, with a chance to make it an outright title tonight against the Wolfpack. 6-5 on the topper, a screen from Boozer. Down to 4-3, Cameron up top to the left corner, Scheyer three. Good. Nice outlet pass for Scheyer. A step on the defense, drives inside and lays it in. Softly off the left window, Dame's already got 8. Sends a cross court for Boozer. He'll set the feeds and hit a three. NC State settles back into the zone. Here's Hamenya on the right. Send it inside for Boozer. A lob to Brown, and he punches it down. Surveys the defense, sends it to left, and Dame Sarr, who goes inside for Gungba, who lobs it to Boozer, who puts it off the window and in. Tic-tac-toe, sizing it up to the left, Foster to the corner. Hamenya, who hits a three? And that'll take us to halftime. The bounce pass to the left. Evans going to try a three. Good. Rattles it home. Isaiah Evans with his fourth three. He's got 12 now. Little will break it easily. Now Hamenya's got a numbers advantage. And a lob to Brown for a dunk. They just picked it apart. Crossing over up top. Back for Boozer. Inside for Gungba. Catches down low and dunks. The Blue Devils win it by 29 here in Raleigh. Dominant yet again in that 22nd ACC regular season title. It won't be shared. They have it outright.
Well, in order to go 18 games and to win the league and have a really good record, you have to weather some storms. There's no question about it. You have to win some games where you may not have your best stuff or play your best, and I think we did that especially early on. You think about, at Florida State was a really tough back and forth game. We found a way to win. At home, one of our first games against Georgia Tech. I think that's really important. And then not to let there be carryover from game to game. And so when you don't play as well, how can you flush it, learn from it, and get to the next and improve? And that's something this team has done really well.
Evans to the corner. There's Dame Sarr. A little ball fake and a drive to punch it down with the right hand. He's got 16 and the lead is 21.
I loved our approach in the NC State game. It was a quick turnaround from playing Virginia, and we did two things really well. One, we handled their zone. That's something they haven't played a lot of. We talked about expecting something different, and they came out in a 2-3, and our guys, I thought, were knocked back maybe the first 5-10 minutes of the game, and then really from there, the way we shared the ball, the way we played and look north-south. And against a zone, it's easy to look east-west and just play on the perimeter. Thought we did a really good job penetrating the defense, fighting for great shots. And then our defense was just relentless, just really relentless of trying to prevent them from getting into our paint, contesting shots. And that's how we were able to get separation and, so to speak, keep our foot on the gas for the entire game. We did check the boxes in terms of what we're trying to do. There's obviously always areas we can clean up, but the fact that we, established our paint game on offense, the fact that we made it very difficult for them to score for long stretches, and the fact that we had great contributions from the bench, which allowed us to be fresh in that game and also to just wear on NC State as the game went along. When I came into this program as a player, you think about hanging banners, and that's what is really important. That's one of the most important things in this program. And You get a chance to do that when you're an ACC champion. So whether it's the regular season or the tournament, it's meaningful. Like that's a special thing. I remember it took us until my junior year to finally win one, and we won ACC tournament championship, and so we've been right there a lot. But when you can win it outright, or just win even a share with 18 teams, to do it back-to-back is, to me, that's a really special thing. Like that's a big deal.
Duke All Access is brought to you by Coca-Cola. Passionate fans and an ice cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
It's Truck Month with the Ford crew.
Truck Month only happens once a year.
So it's gotta be big.
Like available Pro Power on board big.
Protect it with the Ford Security Package big. Biggest deals of the year big.
There's only one Ford Truck Month.
Deal's so good, we need a bigger door big.
Oh, yeah.
Now get 0 for 60 with 0 down, 0 payments for up to 90 days plus 1,000 Truck Month cash on select Ford trucks. Only at your Carolina Ford dealers.
Let's go, bud. Hurry up. Come on. I'm a baseball dad. Just because I didn't go pro doesn't mean my kid won't. Give me that.
No pressure, kid. Just everyone watching.
Coach says it doesn't matter if you win or lose the game, but that's what losers say. You gotta swivel those hips, right? And you gotta swing. Forward! And if you don't have the right insurance, you can be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
We understand your time is important, and so is how you measure it. You may want a beautiful timepiece that's able to perform under intense pressure. Or you may want a chronograph with unparalleled accuracy and a sophisticated style. At Reed's Jewelers, you'll find the perfect watch to measure your time. Time is the currency of your life. Measure it well.
Boozer the rebound. Long outlet for Brown, like a touchdown pass. He caught it. Back for Saar. Bang! Timeout, Virginia! We're gonna need a new roof. 5:46 to play till halftime. The lead 16. White at the shot clock buzzer. Threw up an air ball. Now the Blue Devils running the other way. It's Evans with a left-hand punch. And the lead grows to 21. He goes back to work inside. Missed the bunny. And this time Caleb Foster has the rebound. The outlet for Saar to the rack to punch it down.
Well, we knew it was basically a championship game against Virginia, and that was, I think, a great challenge for our guys. We have a ton of respect for them as a program, their coaching staff, their players, and our guys were just ready to go. And I love the fact of how we just were relentless on the defensive end, didn't let up, didn't play the score, and really just to see the growth of this team with how to handle leads and handle being in that position. One, it's hard to get a lead. I think that's something that I think gets lost at times. It's hard to get the lead in the first place, and then it's even harder to continue to extend it against a really good team. It's human nature. The other team, when they get down, their desperation goes up, and so you have to really work at that. And I think that's something our guys did a great job of.
Boozer on the left baseline, one-on-one with Tillis, faces up, some 16 feet out, 10 on the timer, sizing it up, drives him, got inside, here comes a double team, step through it, somehow scored anyway. Goodness, they can't stop him, he's got 16. Boozer faces up, left side of the paint, one-on-one with Tillis, drives him, fades away, and scores. He's got 18, and they got another kill shot. 10 unanswered, it's 70-43.
Well, we've seen as many defenses this year thrown at us that I can ever remember. A lot of it has to do with Cam and the attention that he draws all over the court. We've seen double teams, we've seen zone, we've seen what we would call spy, where they just play off of guys and plug the paint. And I think our teams become very confident with understanding how to attack whatever's thrown at us. You know, those defenses are being played to try to take us out of what we're comfortable with and what we can do. So the main thing is to keep coming back to our principles on the offensive end with our spacing, fighting for the rim, and then putting pressure on the offensive glass.
Palminia with it now, looking inside. Waits, lobs it for Boozer. It's a short six, now backing things down on Tillis. Lobbed it up to Brown to throw it down. They were trying to bring the double team, and Boozer picked him apart. As Boozer's double team, steps through it, waits, still waits, bounces it up top for Dame Sar. Back for Boozer on the left, 3 to shoot. Gonna have to take a 3, and he hit it. His first field goal comes from outside.
Our coaching staff does an incredible job with preparing our guys, and specifically talking to Cam, who's going to see different coverages and defenses, because he's so critical to every aspect of our, offense with what we're doing. Whether it's his screening, whether it's screening for him, his off ball, when he has the ball in his hands, how are people going to gap him or double him? And so we try to just give him the cleanest picture possible of what it could potentially look like. And then also he has the great instincts during the game just to understand what the right play is and how to adjust.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Turn up the heat on the competition this season with CPI Security, proud partner of the Duke Blue Devils.
Hey, what's up, roomie? I got us some Jersey Mike subs.
Danny DeVito? Are you my freshman roommate?
And that doesn't matter. This is a Jersey Mike's commercial where the subs matter most. I mean, look how big that is. We'd eat that for lunch and for dinner. Hey, we eat that. Hey, who let the rents in? You want a Jersey Mike's?
Introduce us to your new roommate.
Mom, it's Danny DeVito.
That's mine. Don't touch it. Where the subs matter most. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
From the mountains to the coast and everywhere in between, Duke's researchers are working hard for North Carolina. So you can be there for the moments that matter the most. From our labs to the ones you love.
Duke Research saves lives.
It's one of the most unique and intense traditions at Duke. Tenting season at K-ville. Undergrads camp out for months to lock in tickets to Duke men's basketball games. And this year actually marks the 40th anniversary of K-ville, so pretty special this year. Coach came out, delivered a speech, delivered some cake, so pretty cool there. And let's go talk to some tenters. All right, guys, I'm here with Sam. He is a freshman here at Duke, out here in K-ville for the first year. How has it been in your first year here out in the tents?
There have been a few cold and windy days and nights, but it's actually been a great time. A lot of it's been canceled. Been hanging out with a lot of people in K-ville, so I've loved it. Definitely doing it the next 3 years.
We have had some snow and some ice in the last couple of weeks. How did you guys handle it? How was the dedication with everybody, with you in your tent?
I think morale usually super high when they would call grace for 3 nights in a row. A few hours ago, I did step through a piece of frozen ice outside of my tent into some freezing cold water, but it's okay. Overall, it's been fine. No water got into our tent, so all fun. It's been great.
Guys, we're here with senior tenter Salem in front of Twin Peaks, the walkway of Twin Peaks. It's been kind of run over by some weather, but we just put it back up. Salem, let's go take a look.
Yeah, let's do it.
We are in Twin Peaks. A legitimate couch is in this tent. What's the inspiration behind the name?
Well, we had to name it after the Boozer twins. They're doing great stuff this year, so that was our inspiration.
Now, you're a senior, so you've been doing this for how many years?
So I did it freshman year. This is the second time, so I'm kind of back after a few years.
But what's been your favorite part of being out here this season?
I think the nights. The nights are just really fun. You know, you see who's here, and then it's always a good time. I think I get here with the mentality that I just want to sleep, but I always just end up having fun, so.
Hey, this is the Cactus Jack Scott tent, and welcome to our tent. So inside we have this little mudroom shoe area right here, and then we have our table set up in a living room where we can do some work. We set up a projector on this little table and flash it onto the back screen. And then we have our air mattress here for our sleeping space. So we have our sleeping bags, some pillows, our blankets. And it's really nice because, once again, we have the speaker set up on here, the projector onto the black wall. And yeah, no, we get some work done here on the seats, and it's really nice.
We're here with Finn. He is a freshman here in Kayville, experiencing all of this, soaking all of it in. The rain, the wind, the snow, the ice, all of it. How has the experience been so far?
Honestly, it's been a lot of fun. You know, some of the times that we have to come in is sometimes inconvenient, and sleeping here through all the conditions can be difficult sometimes. But the fact is, we're here with all of our friends, my 11 tent mates. We're all in it together. We all put in, you know, similar amounts of work, and, you know, we try to make the experience like more fun for each other.
Now, last week, the Guinness World Record was broken for the largest game of knockout. 711 Duke students were in Cameron playing knockout. Were you in attendance?
I was in attendance. It was a great experience, to be honest. We saw a couple of the basketball players also, you know, just walking around, talking to us, handing out some, you know, gifts and prizes as well. And just to have my name on the plaque is a really fun experience and like story to have.
James, did you make your shot in the game of knockout?
I sure did. There was a strategy of how and who is going to make their shots, but I figured it would be my one and only shot in Kayville. So I made sure to sink it. Nothing but net on the free throw, so it made me pretty
sure.
Yep, 1 of 1 in Cameron, so that's something exciting for sure.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. And with being here in Kayville, being a Duke student,
Yeah.
what kinds of memories will you take with you forever, just being out here? Such a unique thing that Kayville is to Duke.
Yeah, no, so I tented last year as well. I'm a sophomore. I wanted to captain the tent this year, so team captain this year. Shameless plug. But no, it's fun because you get to throw together really fun groups of a lot of different students on campus, and you get to meet the tent mates and also the tents around you. So you just get to meet a lot of new people.
What's your favorite memory so far?
I think the first night, just 10 of us, you know, cramming into our tent. It was a mess, and just, you know, got to get super close with everyone, both like getting to know them, and also we were very close.
But here's the real question. Out of all the decorated tents out here, outside of your own, who has the best tent?
Yeah, it's a good question. I like the Chick-fil-A tent. It's the Chick-fil-A one over by where the line monitor's set up, and that's my favorite.
Okay, how about you?
A lot of my friends are in the Booze Cruise tent, and they've like fully decorated it and everything. I like their tent a lot. Second to ours, I think.
Guys, we're here at a good time. Ella just completed her line check here in Kayville today. Ella, for those of us who don't know what this means, explain what line checks are in Kayville.
Yeah, so to make sure that everyone's in their tent at all times, they'll call a check. You might have heard the sirens go off, and then someone from your tent has to come present their ID to check in. Yeah.
For all of us, all the viewers who don't know a lot about tenting, what insight can you give to all of us?
It's more fun than it looks. everyone who sees it, they think we're crazy, and that may be true, but that's a good thing.
And this was the 40th year of Kayville. Coach K came out, he gave a speech with everybody, also had a birthday cake. It was a big party out here. Were you in attendance for that?
I was not. I know. I was really sad. I saw the pictures
There was
on
cake.
Instagram. I know. I saw the pictures on Instagram after and was sad I missed it, but I was at the game afterwards.
What's good to see folks here. I'm with Darren, Leak, and Pat. Can't imagine sleeping out here for this long, so we got to make sure they stay fed. Let's go check out some tents. Hey, we got some sandwiches. You hungry?
Hey, man. I got you, man.
Thank you.
Holy. You got cold?
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Hey, we got some sandwiches for you. I got ham and turkey. You want one?
Here you go, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, bro.
Yeah. Give a good one.
Well, Kville has been an incredible thing for our program, and the fact that we have such dedicated students that want to support our program, and I look outside my window and see students out there all the time. What an incredible luxury. We're so grateful for them and the fact that they show up for our games the way that they do. It's just an incredible thing.
Duke All Access is brought to you by Gatorade, created to hydrate better than water. Gatorade, the official sports drink of Duke Athletics.
A history of winning started with the 65 Gators, losing steam, losing sweat. The solution? A drink that hydrates better than water and changed the game forever.
Naturally, we called our stuff Gatorade.
It's bow time. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, the Carolina Legend can make your tailgate a winner. We're talking crispy chicken, made from scratch buttermilk biscuits, and all the fixins to feed your crew faster than you could say touchdown. Let Bojangles do the cooking. Order your tailgate today. It's bow time.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
Truck Month only happens once a year.
So it's gotta be big.
Like available Pro Power on board big.
Protect it with the Ford Security Package big. Biggest deals of the year big.
There's only one, Ford Truck Month.
Deal's so good, we need a bigger door big.
Oh, yeah.
Now get 0 for 60 with 0 down, 0 payments for up to 90 days plus 1,000 Truck Month cash on select Ford trucks. Only at your Carolina Ford dealers.
Hear live, out-of-market play-by-play this year with the Varsity Network app. In a truly unique listening experience, capture every moment and all of the drama. Powered by Learfield, the Varsity app delivers the soundtrack of your favorite teams. Access live and on-demand audio broadcasts, plus over 100 official school podcasts for free through the Varsity app. Download the Varsity Network app today.
It's bow time. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner, the Carolina Legend can make your tailgate a winner. We're talking crispy chicken, made from scratch buttermilk biscuits, and all the fixins to feed your crew faster than you could say touchdown. Let Bojangles do the cooking. Order your tailgate today. It's bow time.
A history of winning started with the 65 Gators, losing steam, losing sweat. The solution? A drink that hydrates better than water and changed the game forever.
Naturally, we called our stuff Gatorade.
Duke Basketball 360 with Coach John Scheyer.
Foster off the inbound, gets it for Evans. On the right, thought about shooting. Instead, he'll drive. Back for Foster. Back for Isaiah up top. This time he launches. Good again! Evans has 9. 3 threes, and the lead backs to 4. Here's Caden Boozer for Cameron. Now back for Caden. Off of a screen sent by his brother. Left side of the paint. Got inside. A lob to Gungba. Being pushed by Grunlow, but able to save it is Caden Boozer. Now Evans rattles home a 3. His 4th of the ball game. And for the first time today, a double-digit lead.
Shooting from 3 and hitting from 3 has always been a big part of what we've done here in our program. And especially the fact we've tried to establish, our paint game of getting to the rim. We believe we're going to get open shots, and we believe when we take those right shots, we have really good shooters who can knock them down at a good percentage, and that percentage has gone up as the years gone along. The way our roster is built, all 9 guys that play can all step out and hit a 3. Even Pat and Malik have shown that, and that's, I think, a big strength to our team with the spacing you can have on the floor when you have everybody that can step out and they have to respect to shoot it from beyond the 3. Isaiah got us off to a great start in this game against Virginia. His 3-point shooting. I thought he did a great job of shooting with balance. Pat's had great screens to get him open. And I love the sharing, in these plays where Isaiah and Caleb are just sharing it back and forth. Caden gets a paint touch. And then what it does is once you hit the paint, that opens it up for really good shots on the perimeter. This Notre Dame game, just the ability to make extra passes. Our percentage goes up when your teammates make an unselfish pass. Nick did that with Caleb right there, and I love the balance that Caleb shot with. In this play against Michigan, the spacing on the floor is incredible. And when you have great spacing and you have a guy like Cam that can draw a lot of attention, it just opens it up for his teammates and for other guys. Same thing here. Caleb makes a great play. It's a great jab fake up top. And when he's ready to shoot, he's one of our best shooters on the team. And then again, the spacing on the floor. We have 5 guys surrounding the perimeter. We put pressure on the paint with an off-ball screen. And then the fact that you have a guy that's 6'9" and can score inside, can also score outside is an incredible luxury to have. The fact that we have our starting 5-man who can step out and shoot threes, and they were playing off of Pat, and that's an automatic shot that we want him to take. Same thing with Malik. They're playing off of him, and that's a free shot that we want him to take, and he shoots with good confidence. And then one of the best ways we can get threes is in transition. And Dame makes an incredible pass to Isaiah, finding him on time, on target, and that's going to be a shot we always want to shoot. And then the other way we get our best threes is just drive and kick, and this has been something that's been in our program for a long time. Drive and kick, making extra passes. And then there's no better way to get threes from offensive rebounds. Malik has a great offensive rebound, and we talk about relocating to get to open spots. Caden's ready to shoot here. And then another play, just a broken play, offensive rebound, and it translates to just a terrific pass by Isaiah. We call this a baseline drive, baseline drift, and Dame's in the exact right spot to knock it down. And then just look at the attention that Cam draws. He's got a lot of bodies in the paint, and having a guy like Darren that's ready to shoot. Love, he's in the right spot. It's a great pass on time, and he knocks it in. And then one more time for Darren, great execution by everybody on the floor to get Darren this open shot, and I love the balance and how he shoots there. This was the cap off a Duke run. We had a couple threes in a row, and we get out in transition. It's a great pass. You have your 4 and 5 man passing to each other up and down the court, and it leads to Dame getting a great 3, and he's on balance, and love what that did for us. And then the threat of shooting, the biggest thing we talk about all the time is spacing, and spacing doesn't matter on the floor if you don't have the threat to shoot. And ultimately what the spacing does, it opens it up for drives for our guys, opens it up for post-ups, opens it up for any type of rim attack. And so the threat of shooting and the spacing is such an important aspect to everything we do here.